This tutorial will give you a basic guide on how to set up the D&H products data source. Please note that D&H does not provide product and pricing information in a pre-configured database format. Instead, the product file will be available in the form of a delimited text file. For this reason, a QuoteWerks native product database will first need to be created, and then QuoteWerks can import the text file containing the product and pricing information that D&H provides. We recommend that before watching this tutorial video, you familiarize yourself with two chapters of the QuoteWerks manual: the Importing Products chapter, as well as the Creating and Maintaining Products and Services database chapter. To get started, you'll need to download the D&H product list from the D&H website. This list will be available in delimited text format. For ease of use, we recommend that you download the D&H price file to your QuoteWerks directory. In order to download this file, you'll need to contact D&H. You can contact them at the number you see on the screen. In the event that this number is no longer valid, you can always get the latest D&H contact information from the Linking to D&H section of the QuoteWerks manual or the D&H website. Now select the Products Setup Product Sources menu and click the New button. Since you'll be importing the text file into a QuoteWerks native database, select QuoteWerks as the database type. If you have the standard edition of QuoteWerks, this will be your only option. The next screen provides you with two choices. The first choice allows you to link to an existing QuoteWerks native database. A scenario in which you'd use this option is when you're sending a native database from your main office to a remote PC user of QuoteWerks who doesn't have that product source. Typically, remote PC users are laptop installations. The second choice is to create a new QuoteWerks native database, which is the option we're going to select. If you've enabled individual product data source level security in QuoteWerks, then you'll see this next window. You can enable or disable this setting from the Security tab of the Tools Options menu. Enabling this option allows you to control the level of access your QuoteWerks users have for this data source. You can find more information about QuoteWerks security features in the User Maintenance and Security chapter of the QuoteWerks manual. Once permissions have been set, click Next. You'll now see two checkboxes. Since your D&H products most likely contain more than 25,000 items, it's recommended that you do not select this first option. The second checkbox will enable the Dynamic Manufacturers folder for the D&H product source from the Product Lookup window. Please refer to the Organizing Products in Folders chapter to determine whether you'd like to enable this feature or not. For now, we'll go ahead and select it, and I'll cover it briefly when we're finished with the import. You can always go back later and edit the database and deselect this option if you decide. Once you've made your selections, click the Finish button. It's important to name the product data source D_H, making note of the space on both sides of the ampersand. This is especially important for users of the QuoteWerks Real-Time module, which is an optional add-on component to the professional and corporate editions of QuoteWerks. Now on this screen, we recommend that you take the default of DH. However, you do have the option to change it if you like. This will now take you back to the Product Data Source Setup window, where you'll see the newly created D&H product source. At this point, the database will be available in the Product Lookup window. However, you won't have any products in the data source yet. Close the Product Data Source window, and then select the Products Import Wizard menu so we can import the D&H delimited text file that you downloaded from the D&H website. In the Product Import Wizard, I'm going to choose an import template that I've already pre-configured. You can find information on import templates in the Importing Products chapter of the QuoteWerks manual. I'd like to point out that D&H uses the pipe character as their delimiter. Since our template already contains all of our pre-configured mappings, we'll click through the Import Wizard until we get to Step 4. On this step, I'd like to point out that you'll want to make sure that you check the checkbox to remove leading and trailing spaces from all field data. Click Next. We're now presented with two options. We can choose to not save the mappings as an import template, or If we made any changes to our import template, we can save those changes now so that the next time we re-import a newer D&H products file, those changes will be remembered. Additionally, we can also save it as a new import template by giving it a different name. We'll just save the changes to the existing template by either clicking the Save icon or just click the Start Import button. With either choice, you'll be prompted to confirm that you wish to update the template. Click Yes, and the import will begin. Depending on the size of the import file, the import may take several minutes. For consideration of time, I've gone ahead and fast-forwarded the import. When the import is complete, you'll receive this notification and will have the opportunity to view the import log if you wish. For now, we'll click No. Now let's open the Product Lookup window. You can use the Products Lookup menu, or just press the Products button from the toolbar. You can now click on the D&H product source. We'll expand the database, and you can now see the Manufacturers folder. This folder breaks down all the D&H products by their manufacturer. I'll expand the Manufacturers folder to illustrate. And then I'll go ahead and choose a part and add it to our quote.